Hello students, welcome back to chemistry class. In the previous classes we learnt about the general methods of preparation of alcohols and phenols, and also we have discussed about the chemical reactions of alcohols and phenols. In this class let us learn about the general methods of preparation of ethers. General methods of preparation of ethers. We know that ethers are the substitution of an hydrogen atom in a hydrocarbon by alkoxy or aryloxy group. Substitution of an hydrogen atom in a hydrocarbon, that is in an hydrocarbon. So hydrocarbon means the RH. So H in a hydrocarbon is to be replaced by the alkoxy. Alkoxy means RO minus or aryloxy group, that is ARO minus. So such compounds are generally to be called as ethers. So that is H is replaced by alkoxy or H is replaced by aryloxy groups. Such compounds are generally to be called as ethers. So in this class we are going to discuss about the how to prepare the ethers. That is, we are going to prepare the ethers from the different chemical reagents. In that first method, the preparation of ether by the dehydration of alcohol. Preparation of ether by the dehydration of alcohol. Let us see how to prepare the ether from the alcohols. So we know that alcohols having the general formula, that is alcohols, for example let us take ethanol. So ethanol formula CH3 CH2 OH. So when ethanol undergoes dehydration, dehydration means removal of water molecules. So water molecules can be removed by using concentrated sulfuric acid, that is at concentrated sulfuric acid, and the temperature is around 413 Kelvin. So temperature is very important, because at different temperature in the presence of sulfuric acid it gives the different product. So later we will discuss about the what is the product to be obtained in the presence of sulfuric acid at a different temperature, that is the temperature around 443 Kelvin. So at 413 Kelvin, so this ethanol to be converted into ethers, that is one molecule of ethanol and another molecule of ethanol, that is CH3 CH2 OH and CH3 CH2 and it is OH. So it undergoes dehydration reaction, so that is removal of water molecule. So the obtained product is, that is CH3 CH2 and the alkoxy group, that is O CH2 and it is CH3. So this molecule is to be called as, it is ethoxy and it is to be called as ethane. So ethoxy ethane. So ethers to be prepared from the ethanol by the dehydration reaction, that is ethanol undergoes dehydration in the presence of protic acids, that is protic acids are either concentrated sulfuric acid or H3PO4. So H3PO4 or H2SO4 to be used in order to convert this alcohol to ethers. For example, at a temperature 443 Kelvin, that is H2SO4 at 443 Kelvin. So it undergoes dehydration reaction, but the obtained product is not an ether, that is CH3 CH2 and it is OH. So it undergoes dehydration reaction, that is the removal of water molecule, and the obtained product, that is C double bond C, that is to be called as ethene. So ethene obtained at 443 Kelvin, but the ethoxyethane is obtained at 413 Kelvin. Very, very important reaction. They may ask any one reaction by mentioning the temperature. That is how the ethanol undergoes dehydration at 413 Kelvin or at 443 Kelvin. At 443 Kelvin, ethanol to be converted into ethene. At 413 Kelvin, ethanol to be converted into ethoxyethane. That is, this is an example for the dehydration reaction of alcohol. Next reaction, that is Williamson ether synthesis, or simply it is to be called as Williamson synthesis. That is the preparation of symmetrical and unsymmetrical ethers. That is, we can prepare both the symmetrical ethers as well as unsymmetrical ethers. So already in the classification we are discussed about the what is meant by symmetrical ether and what is unsymmetrical ether. So symmetrical ether means the two alkyl groups attached to the oxygen are similar. For example, if the two methyl groups are attached through the oxygen, such molecules are generally to be called as symmetrical. So unsymmetrical ether means the different alkyl groups attached through the oxygen atom. Such molecules are to be called as unsymmetrical ethers. So both the symmetrical as well as unsymmetrical ethers can be prepared from the Williamson ether synthesis. But in the dehydration of alcohol, we can prepare only the symmetrical ethers. Only symmetrical ethers to be prepared in the dehydration reactions. Let us see how to prepare the symmetrical and unsymmetrical ethers. First one, that is preparation of symmetrical ethers. Symmetrical ethers. That is the general reaction for both the symmetrical as well as for the unsymmetrical ethers. That is, when alkyl halides reacts with the sodium alkoxide, Na. So it is to be called as sodium alkoxide. So there is an elimination of halogen along with the sodium, that is minus part in the alkyl halide is halogen and the positive part in the sodium alkoxide is sodium. Sodium combines with the X, it eliminates NaX, and the remaining part is R, and it is O, and it is R. For example, let us take it is R dash, so it is R dash. So this is the general reaction of the Williamson ether synthesis. And this reaction proceeds through the SN2 mechanism. That is the reaction to be completed in the single step. The replacement of sodium and the replacement of halogen takes place simultaneously. For example, let us take methyl bromide. That is, methyl bromide reacts with the sodium methoxide. Sodium methoxide means CH3ONa. Sodium methoxide. So there is an elimination of Br along with the sodium. So it gives the product, that is NaBr. And the main product is CH3OCH3. So it is to be called as methoxymethane. So it is methoxymethane, and the reactant is methyl bromide, and it is sodium methoxide. That is, When methyl bromide reacts with the sodium methoxide, it produces methoxymethane. So this reaction is an example for the symmetrical ether, because the two alkyl groups attached through the oxygen atom are similar groups. Hence it is to be called as symmetrical ether. And let us see how to prepare the unsymmetrical ethers. Unsymmetrical ethers. So this unsymmetrical ether is to be prepared by taking the two different alkyl group attached haloalkane and sodium alkoxy group. For example, let us take methyl bromide CH3Br with the sodium ethoxide. That is, ethoxide means eth is nothing but two carbon atoms, CH3, CH2, and it is ONA. So it is to be called as sodium ethoxide. So eliminate sodium and Br and it gives the product CH3. First to write this ethoxy group CH3, CH2, O, and attach methyl group CH3 plus the byproduct is sodium bromide. So the product obtained is to be called as methoxy, that is, oxygen is to be joined along with the smallest alkyl group, methoxyethane. So root word is the longest carbon chain in the ethers, and the smallest alkyl groups are to be called as alkoxy group, that is methoxyethane. That is, the reactants are methyl bromide, and it is sodium ethoxide. So sodium ethoxide reacts with the methyl bromide, it gives methoxyethane. And next, the reaction of tertiary alkyl halides. So tertiary means halogen attached carbon attached to the three carbon atoms. Such molecules are to be called as tertiary alkyl halides. So the name of the molecule is, it is a butyl group. So tertiary butyl, and it is bromide. So when tertiary butyl bromide reacts with the sodium ethoxide, that is CH3, CH2, ONA. So it is to be called as sodium ethoxide. So when the primary alkyl halides reacts with the sodium alkoxides, it undergoes substitution reaction takes place. But when the tertiary butyl bromide reacts with the sodium alkoxides, it undergoes elimination reactions. Elimination reactions. That is, the eliminated product are H and Br is to be eliminated from the haloalkane, and this Br negative part combines with the sodium and it produces NaBr, and H positive part combines with the negative part of the alkoxy group. So it produces CH3, CH2, OH. And the main product is alkene, that is CH3, and it is CH3, the two methyl groups attached to the carbon, and there is one double bond, and it is CH2. So this molecule is to be called as 2-methyl, that is second carbon contains methyl group, and it is propene. That is, when the tertiary butyl bromide reacts with the sodium alkoxides, it undergoes elimination reaction and it gives the product hydrocarbon, that is alkene is obtained. Very important point, that is, the primary alkyl halides reacts with the sodium alkoxides, it undergoes substitution reaction. But when the tertiary alkyl halides reacts with sodium alkoxides, it undergoes elimination reaction. So during the elimination reaction, it produces alkenes. And by using Williamson ether synthesis, we can prepare aromatic ethers. That is, when phenol reacts with the phenol, so it is to be called as phenol. So when phenol reacts with the sodium hydroxide, NaOH, so it produces, that is, H is replaced by the sodium. So it gives sodium phenoxide. So it is sodium phenoxide. This sodium phenoxide reacts with the alkyl halides. For example, let us take methyl iodide. Methyl iodide. So the sodium combines with the iodine. It gives the product, that is phenoxy group attached to methyl, or methyl group attached to the phenoxide group. So it is to be called as methyl, so it is methyl group, and it is phenyl group. Methyl phenyl and oxygen is to be represented as ether, methyl phenyl ether, or this molecule is also to be called as anisole. Anisole. And next, let us see the physical properties of ethers. That is, ethers have lower boiling point than the alcohols. Generally, ethers has lower boiling point than alcohols. So alcohols has high boiling point and ethers has lower boiling point. So the large difference between the boiling points for the ethers and alcohols is the hydrogen bond. That is, in the case of alcohols, there is an hydrogen bond between the molecules, but in the ethers there is no hydrogen bonds between the molecules. Hence, ethers has less boiling point as compared to the alcohols. For example, let us take the hydrocarbon having the similar molecular mass, that is normal pentane CH3, and it is CH2, and it is to be called as thrice and CH3. So 3, 4, 5 carbon atoms. So it is a normal pentane. And let us take an ether having the similar number of atoms, that is the ether is C2H5O and it is C2H5. So it is to be called as ethoxyethane. And let us take an alcohol having the similar molecular mass, that is CH3 and CH2, and it is thrice and OH. So it is to be called as 3 plus 1, 4 carbon atoms. So 4 carbon atoms are to be called as but, An, and 1 OL. So all these compounds having the similar molecular mass. And let us see the boiling point for these compounds in the kelvins, that is 309.1 Kelvin, and for ethoxyethane it is 307.6 Kelvin, and it is 390 Kelvin. Alcohols has very high boiling point as compared to the, so this alkoxyethane or ethoxyethane, or simply it is to be called as ethers, and this ethers has nearly same boiling point with the hydrocarbons. So the large difference between the boiling points in the ethers and in the alcohols are due to the presence of hydrogen bonding. Very important for 1 mark question, that is why the alcohols has very high boiling point than ethers. That is, alcohols has very high boiling point as compared to the ethers due to the presence of hydrogen bonding in the alcohols. That is, between the alcohol molecules there is an hydrogen bonding, but between the ether molecules there is no hydrogen bonding. And one more point, that is ethers also generally miscible with the water molecules like alcohols. So like alcohols, ethers also miscible or mixed with the water molecules. This is because like alcohols, ethers also can form hydrogen bonds with the water molecules. That is, ethers can form hydrogen bonds with the water molecules. That is R, O, and it is R. So oxygen has 2 lone pair of electrons, and water molecules, that is H2O, and it is HOH. That is, between the ether molecules there is no hydrogen bonding. Here there is no hydrogen bonding, but between the ether and water molecules there is an hydrogen bonding. That is the force of attraction between the oxygen and the hydrogen. So this bond is to be called as hydrogen bond. So because of the formation of hydrogen bonds with the water molecules, these ethers are miscible or mixed with the water molecules like alcohols. So in the next class we will discuss about the chemical reactions of ethers.